It's the Joel Shit Show featuring Joel Shit.
Hello and welcome to the Joel Shit Show. I'm your host, Joel Shit. Well, I went to the A's game last night and they beat the Orioles and it was so dramatic. Without Frank Thomas, I don't know what that team would be. Probably last year's Oakland A's. So they kept giving up stupid runs and it was 4-3 in the 7th inning and a guy got on and Frank Thomas stepped to the plate and he just pulled one over the left field fence. It was pretty textbook Frank Thomas. But around these parts, we don't have textbook things like that happening. I mean, Eric Chavez hits his 30 home runs, but you never really notice them. They're never clutch. But Frank Thomas steps in there, and the A's haven't had that in a long time. I mean, we're talking like Geronimo Baroa the last time they had someone that could just hit the home run that way. I don't know. Maybe if nothing else, Eric Chavez's ability to play defense makes it so you don't notice his power so much because you're too busy focusing on his good defense. Frank Thomas is a DH. So all he does is hit. So all you can look at is his hitting. So maybe that's why it seems to be so much more noticeable. Or just maybe that much more dramatic. I don't know. All I know is the A's are up 8.5 games, and it's too bad they're going to lose to the Twins in the playoffs. But hey, at least we'll have a good run. Yesterday the company took out a bunch of us to Maggiano's in Santana Row. Very fancy Italian restaurant. It's so strange though, Santana Row. I still just cannot get over this place. I mean, it's like this fancy, like, overpriced, snobby place to go, right? And then you get a bunch of editors and desktop publishers there. You know, we totally didn't fit in, but, you know, whatever. I guess it makes people feel good. It's the same reason why kids go to prom, right? They're not really princes and princesses, but for one night, they are. Or at least they're going to get some at the end of the night. So I told everyone at the table that they should drive about 5 minutes east down Stevens Creek Boulevard, and then they would end up in Burbank, and then they would see what the heart of San Jose looks like, not even incorporated after all these years. Burbank is still not part of San Jose. They have little boats, and the people that live there just don't want it. So when they call 911, they get the sheriff's department. They don't get San Jose police. And then 30 minutes later, they show up. It's a good thing that the sheriff's department doesn't deliver pizza, because they would be in big trouble. And so because of that lunch, we got a half day. And I just went straight to the ball game. I didn't even go home. So I got home and I had all this email and I was like, you know what? I'm going to read that on Tuesday because Monday's a holiday. This is how corporate America works, and this is why we'll never be as good as we could be, but we'll still be better than everyone else. That's all the time we have for today. Visit us on the web at joelshitshow.com. Email joel@joelshitshow.com.